Good evening and happy October 5th. This is, like it says, chat, tarot, and hauntings. And a little oh my for a little laughter. So, I have just shuffled my deck. I just put out 3 cards for a friend of mine. And the 4th card is a message. So, I'm just going to wing it because I'm not going to try to use the book. And hopefully I get this right. There is definitely a situation at hand with my friend. I'm not going to really go into it much. But, let's just say the first 3 cards that I pulled for her were a warning. This one is just stating there's 2 males involved. 3 actually. If we want to get technical, a knight and 2 pages. Pages can mean messages. Actually, there's 3. And my mind is not completely here. I've gotten I want to put it in my book. Let's see here. The king is not really seeing this. Let's pull a couple more cards for her. I'm thinking the king is more along her husband. The page, I don't know how old her boyfriend is, but so I think the first 2 cards, the second one, which is the present day, is stating that she is needing to relax. She's feeling heavy burden or something. 3, 4 of swords. Swords are action cards. But if she does this at a page, see, in her past, she was basically set with her husband financially and everything like that. And I guess when he left, things kind of took a turn and she had to work hard. She's feeling. But I'm not using my book for this, so I'm just going with what I'm seeing. But her future is, I mean, it's set. I mean, the sun is a card of hope and happiness and better things to come. And we have her message, which is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knights are usually so I think that's the shadow card. I think that's the one that why it popped up. The Knights are usually young males that I think they're like in their maybe mid 20s, early 30s. So there's that. Let's see what else pops up. Friendships. See, there's the Knight again. So where this one's ready for action. Celebration. Family. Again, we have a good ending. Anyways, okay, so let's get with the chat. This is going to be fun. Hello, one person that is watching. So I talked to my caseworker, and we have both decided that a move to Amarillo is in the mist. And we'll be talking again Tuesday. Oh, there's another one that's watching. Hello. Let me get my other journal that has my my haunting. Let's see, where are you? Let's do one of these. And fans can be more engaged. All right. I'm just going to select. I don't think it's in this one. It's in my other one. Yeah, it is. And my Book of Shadows journal. So, that's the Sabbath. Spells. Haunted places. Okay, so this one is in Austin, Texas, and it says Home Depot at the Browdy Lane in US 290. The store is said to be haunted by a ghost referred by Fred. There is a supposedly turn of the century graveyard nearby. People have reported seeing human figures in the outdoor garden section of the store. A visitor to the site thinks this may be her father. She states, "My father was a craftsman, carpenter, as some people can call it, and he built a lot of things around Austin, and nothing better than to make things in his shop, which was our garage door opened and stopped to talk to him, and he would help anyone who needed it." He was 74 when he died in his shop. So, yeah. And I will go to my my gems. Okay, Samhain herbs. So the herbs for this month for Samhain are rosemary, blessed thistle, mugwort, mint, patchouli, nutmeg, and heliotrope. The crystals for Samhain are obsidian, gardenia, sunstone, opal, dendrobiurate, jasper, and calcite. And the foods are like pumpkin bread, cider, hot chocolate, and meat dishes. So let's find. I'm still working on this. What was the inspiration? Oh, I didn't write it down. And I wrote down the moon phases. I kind of did a little drawings. I still gotta find the dump supper, and candles are basically like the basic orange and black. So that's about it on that one. And I'm doing a October 31 day photo challenge. And I think today was like handwriting. And it just goes on. Like, I think the 30th is throwback to, your last Halloween or something like that. And, but yeah, I will be getting my daughter back once I move to Amarillo. Oh, been crazy. Here we go. Let's see here. What else? Today I quit Dairy Queen because I'm going to be moving, and that gives me more time to rest, or I don't have to go to work at any time soon. What do you want to do? Okay. But yep, and it'll be good to get out of this hotel because it's just eating my money up, like big time. And what else? Where's my other planner? It's like my new obsession are these journals. If I can find it somewhere where I can get like these stuff and the stuff I need for it, I will. September is over with. did that. So my mood tracker. So we're in October. And I started what I needed to do. And I wrote down what I want, how much I want to have for um, tonight, which is going to be like 95 for food stamps. And I drew like Wednesday. I felt like a little coffee cup was came in handy, so I drew that, and I just made a little sign that says Coffee Day. And then for Friday, I drew like a moon and clouds and birds, so best the way I could. And then day 5 was like I said, handwriting, which was today. And then Saturday, I just put like groceries, go see baby girl, how much my check was today, which was 307, and tomorrow I do believe is the Familial Y'all Day. And then it just goes on to the 31st. And then I have my little calendar for October that I did. And then we have monthly goals, which is going to be to move and find a different job that I can do. And then we go into November. And I'll write down stuff there, notes and stuff. Yep, my new obsession is journals. Oh my goodness gracious. My stuff is taking effect. But yep. Oh. So, if anyone wants a card done, I do one card pulls. And I do like pick a card, close your eyes, let your intuition be your guide, and that's the card that is for you. And then I'll like write down, what the card is saying and whatnot. And all that stuff. But that's basically it. I talked to both of my bosses and I let them know what's going on with that, and they both are understanding. Because Allsups is not wanting to work with me on getting a day shift, I am going to have to move. Because I am not going to wait forever in a day on a whim that's not going to happen and I lose my daughter. So, this way I get her back. I still have to deal with them. And then, we just go from there, and I guess when this all is done, it's all done and finished. Oh my goodness, it's hot in here. But yep, my hair is looking awful too. What else? My best friends are excited that live in Amarillo. My dad's excited. I mean, well, I can't say that we'll ever have that closeness that we had in the past, because there's a lot of things that happened in the past that, we are working on maybe getting that closeness back together. And I talked to him originally about what's going on, and I told him what my ex said to CPS, that he's not wanting anything to do with his daughter. And
which really didn't surprise me, but to hear it from CPS kind of solidified what I already knew, and it still hurt. I mean, it really still hurt because how can a dad just not want anything to do with their child? I mean, that's just beyond me, especially when they will help him see her, but I guess he's just not. There's something there. I feel like there is either something he is hiding and he don't want CPS to know, or something to that extent. I'm trying to prop this up so it'll stay. And it didn't. Let's see if it'll stay like this. It's not gonna. It's crazy. Sorry about this. Oh, there we go. So I think I'm going to do a spread on that, see what's going on with that situation. And y'all are more than welcome. I'll tell you what cards pop up. So, read. What? Secrets. Does the ex hide why he don't want anything to do with his daughter? Shuffle. Shuffle. Alright, let's see what's going on. Oh, look, one just popped up. King of Cups. Alright, so that card's meant to take place. And I'll show you this card. King of Cups, so you can see it. Probably not because the lighting in here sucks. King of Cups. We got Five of Pentacles. And Eight of Pentacles. And I'm going to draw one last card to make it 4. Death. Now, people say, oh, no, not that card. Okay. Death does not necessarily mean someone's going to die or anything like that. It just depends on the question and the warrant. And death is all about change. So, I am seeing the King of Cups. I'm seeing that there is a lot of financial situations going on here. And 8 is all about studying abroad and stuff like that. So there is big changes ahead. It deals with change. It deals with money. Pull a couple more cards and see what's. That's the second time that card's pulled up. There's things that he's not wanting to hold on to. I don't see a change though. Not when the Four of Pentacles is all about holding too close to situations and people or finances or stuff like that. So there's definitely not a change happening. There's a star. I can't remember what the star represents. But again, we have very strong male aspects in play here, and both deal with money or physical, materialistic stuff, finances, people, health. But yeah, if he's, I don't see it. He's just, he's holding on to unhealthy issues, which I'm believing is the fact of running towards, not changing his actions. He's very notorious of hopping from one woman to the next. But basically that's saying it needs to change, but the four other cards that I drew are basically the last one just stating that it's not going to happen as long as he's not wanting to let go of things. Hi, Jessica. Yes, you may. Hey, Ree. Ask a question, and I will do my best to answer as clear as possible. If there is anything I can help with or clarify or help people understand, yes, you may, King. Will Jessica get the job she wants? Let's see. What card will pop up? Let's see here. hate it when my cards stick. All right. Knight of Wands, Jess. Oh, get my book. Oh no, my phone just fell. Oh, eventually get out of it. All right. Swords. Yes, I said yes, Jessica. I'm getting yours right now. Just bear with me. I pulled your card. It was the Knight of Wands. Yep. Okay, Jess. The Knight of Wands sets out with confidence. He tends to bring swift movement to matters with a high level of energy. If we're presenting a young fire element male, when we're presenting a young man, the Knight of Wands is energetic, adventurous, full of ambitious ideas, warm and exciting, but apt to be a little hasty. As an event, the Knight of Wands almost always shows when someone is about to change residence. Okay. May also signify a long journey being taken, sometimes both as an immigration. As always, look for supporting cards. The energy of this knight tends to make clients feel they must act quickly, as it has a high level of creative energy, but they must not, in their haste, forget to check all the details first. Okay, so basically the knights are saying, as an event, there is a change in the works. Um, but in an aspect, it's also warning you not to act too hastily on things. So, this card is also about a journey. I tend to think that that journey might be a new transition for like your new job, transitioning to that job. I feel this is most definitely a positive way of saying that there's a good possibility that it will happen. But just don't act too hasty. Did that kind of clarify your question? I'm bound to drop something. Yes, King, ask your question. What did it be an interview? Well, it was positive. Definitely positive. Okay, so you were together for 7 years, and y'all just started back talking. All right, so this is more pertaining to if it's just going to be friendship or if it's going to end up being something more again. Okay. You're welcome, Jessica. It's been 3 weeks apart. King, okay. Well, let's see what card, what they say. One card. I think that's enough. You got the tower. Tower is about that old saying, in with the new and out with the old. So, a large, sturdy tower is hit by lightning flames glowing out from within the structure. A man plunges headlong into the unknown. His naked state perhaps indicates that all he carries with him is his knowledge. At this moment, material possessions are of little use. The tower represents man-made beliefs and philosophies, frequently false, and the lighting from heaven, the moment of illumination, to see things as they really are. The truth shall set you free. A house that has been built without good foundation must collapse sooner or later. The tower represents such situations. For anything that has been built on illusion or false beliefs is now coming to an end. In the positive, it means having the ability to see the truth in a matter and to build anew for the future. This time with solid foundations. This is never an easy card when it appears in a reading because it shows a sudden or unexpected ending. Then it may bring a sense of catastrophic or chaos with it. This can be in regards to situations that have been relied upon as being permanent and can relate to any area of life. This card is not always totally unexpected. Sometimes when the tower is drawn, there is already anticipation of something of this nature. Yet often people will try to stay blind to the possibility of having a sense of denial. But this is not always the case. As the tower tends to indicate something collapsing that was falsely believed to be true, so please treat this card delicately. It is helpful to recognize how the tower fits into your life. Other cards in the reading should help you see this. What preparation you can make in readiness and how you can improve matters afterward. There is always something positive that can be done. So, again, it's talking about things coming into light. Maybe that you already know, your intuition might be telling you that it might be just a friendship. Um, but there is hope. That card said that there is definitely hope. Hope to renew or rebuild into something that's truthful and structured and sound, as to having something that is built upon, per se, like lies. What do you mean step by step? The tower is just saying, that if something is built unsound and there's no truth to it, it's going to eventually fall. And the lightning shows that things that are false pretenses or lies are going to be eliminated and shown to you, or that you have already maybe figured out and you just need, it solidified to where you already know this, and that just states that you're on the right track. But it is also a card of renewal and to build something sound and that is built on truth and honesty, instead of something that is not sound and will eventually be destroyed. But that's basically what that card is saying, is that, you know, this is the time for, to rebuild. It might be to rebuild your friendship with her and like work on that and see where it goes from there. Um, I say just don't do things too hasty. I mean, y'all just, are starting talking again. Don't rush into it. Make sure, y'all both are on the same page, and um, build y'all's friendship on a solid foundation where there's only truth and honesty. And as I always tell my clients or my friends that I do readings with, if I am doing a reading, I always tell them, okay, this is just one aspect of things. You're welcome, King. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. When I do a reading, I always tell my clients, I said, this is just one avenue of what can happen. Say, if you do something differently, that will change the outcome of things. If you do it, if you go this direction, this will happen. If you go the different direction, that changes the whole thing. Nothing ever stays the same. Everything is always changing. This tarot is not set in stone or is not up on the heavens or the stars. It's just an insight. Exactly. Free will. Free will. Exactly. So, but that is like, free will. It's all about free will. And some people just don't get that. So, but I hope that helped you and gave you some insight. And I hope that, you know, if it's, I always say, if it's meant to be, it it will happen again. And maybe if it happens this time, y'all will have a stronger foundation and it will last. If she's your soulmate and your life mate and your twin flame, those are like the strongest loves, and they go through eons and centuries of being together. So, because that's your other half, that's who completes you. So, fun, fun, fun. I hope things work out for you, hon. I really do. Because love is such a strong thing. And I understand that soul connection so well. But only time can tell. Hello, Danny. You've been knowing her for about 15 years? Wow. That is amazing. I knew my ex ever since I was 7 and he was 14, and we had been best friends, and we got together in 2012, and things were perfect, and then we got married, and I found out that he was not the marrying type. And we had a baby together, and now things are just, they're not ever going to be the way they were, long ago, because he kind of blew that out with his actions. And it's like, it's like I told my sister-in-law, I said, I cannot, and neither can you, make him see his daughter. He's got to want to. Yes, it is. And it was very heartbreaking. Because, he was my best friend for so long, and then he did that to me, and then it was like, okay, well, I hope you're happy. I hope you try and choose. Oh, thank you, King. That's so sweet. It took a while to get over it, but I've moved on. I can't let things like what happened get to me and weigh me down. I have to see the big picture. It just wasn't meant for us to be. And I feel like he was, now that I look back on it, he was weighing me down with so much negativity that I completely lost ambition. Like, I had so many dreams that I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to get my GED, and I wanted to go to college to be a nurse, and I couldn't do that with him because it was always about him and his 2 other daughters that he has. And I was like, okay, well, so I put that on the back burner for him because that's how much I loved him. And I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't have put that in the back burner. I should have just went with it and said, you know what, you'll find somebody to watch the girls while I am getting my GED and then going to college because this is what needs to happen. But instead, I was blinded and, I wanted to make him happy. So I just was like, okay, well, I won't do that. I think in the long run, I became just a little resentful to him about it. But it was, ultimately my decision and my choice not to go ahead and fulfill it. So it's amazing though. I have a beautiful little girl and she's full of life and she's well worth the fight. She's she's worth everything. But is there anybody else that has questions for me or that wants a card pulled? Anything like that, I'm more than welcome to do it. I have like free time. I'm probably gonna have to call my daughter here in a minute, but yes, Danny, ask your question. What is it? Oh, he lives in a different country. Let's see what message has in store for you. Well, Danny, get to see her boyfriend. That's country. What is basically in store for that relationship? We'll go through it. No, I do. Now, you got the Emperor. That is a major arcana card. And the majors are basically secrets. The Chariot. Alright, Jenny, the Emperor. My Priestess. Magician. Alright, here we go. As the Empress represents the archetype female, so does the Emperor represent the masculine counterpart. As befitting his title, we find before us a regal-looking character. His head is crowned with level leaves, representing triumph and success.
He is suitable attired in rich and opulent gowns covered with symbols of the sun, a masculine sign. Even to the clasp that he holds, his cloak of red represents fire, which is again a male element. Even the stones he wears are rubies, a further representation of the sun. His robes and adornments symbolize the status of his position and his material success. Behind him, we see the signs of the zodiac displayed, but this time they have progressed to the more earthly representations they are known by. His scepter, topped with what appears to be a planetary solar system, points to the earth and heaven. The hand that holds the top of the scepter reveals his index finger, pointing to the heavens to receive wisdom, and his other hand shows his index finger pointing to the earth, where he uses that power. This also shows the need for rational thought with which to rule his subjects. With so many masculine symbols, everything here suggests a powerful and dynamic man in control of the situation. The number 4 represents stability, logic, and reason. Interpretation. When the emperor appears in a reading, it is a sign of financial stability, ambition, authority, and also achievement. You need to keep a calm head at this time. Make decisions based on facts and not be overly influenced by your emotions. This is a powerful card and a wonderful omen for business and career matters, as it shows great progress. Well placed, this card suggests you are in a powerful position to achieve your goals. In a relationship, it can also remind us to look at the situation in a more rational manner and not to become overly emotional regarding issues. To look at things with a clear head in order to achieve successful results and financial stability for the family. It can also represent a powerful male influence. So, it's just saying to be able to see things clearly and not let our emotions get, the best of us. Um, all in all, it's a really good card to have, girl. I mean, it's saying a look at things with a clear head in order to achieve successful results and a financial stability for the family. So I would probably guess that um, it is a possible yes, but not to be too hasty on things. To maybe plan, put back money for it, um, but make sure basically all your ducks are in order, is what it's telling me. I mean, long distance relationships are so, I mean, they're hard. Just in the long term aspect of things, it's because you're in this country and he's in a different country, and there has to be a lot of trust there, and knowing that he would, make the right decisions and be faithful. But the emperor is also about a male aspect, which could be him in your life. um, I don't know his situation with financially, but I would definitely say that it is a good possibility that you will be able to see him. If you think things through clearly and you plan ahead and,
Oh, he's really positive about it, and you're like the negative part. It's hard. I mean, I've tried to have a long distance relationship where I'm in the United States and another person is in a different country. And to be honest, it was really really hard. I'm more of like I want that connection. I want that touch. I want that embrace. I want to, come home and the mate that I am with say, if I had a bad day, everything's going to be all right. Give me a hug. Fall asleep in that person's arms, and feel safe and secure. And with a long distance relationship, especially one that is in a different country, you really don't get that intimacy. You really don't get that other half that you need. And it's really hard. Trust me, I've been there, done that. Good, good for you. See, you already know what's in your heart and what you want, and you just got to go out and get it, girl. I mean, don't give up. Don't give up. If he is your happiness and he is your other half, then let me tell you, the sky is the limit. You will be set, and I am so happy for you because not many people get that soul connection. Not many people get that soul connection. But I am going to get off of here. Anybody else that sees this, and y'all got questions, you can message me on Messenger. You're welcome, sweetie. And I hope that helped you out. Look me up on Facebook or Messenger, Bria Craig. Um, Leave me a message and I will get you a card. But yeah, y'all have a great, great weekend. Bye.